Back to the game. Nope, I want to get the item first. And I am nope, gotta go this way. It's alright, if I get a little bit of magic back, I can, pretty easily refill, as long as there's something that I can freeze. Oh wait, no, never mind, because, they give me... Pretty sure they give me magic in the next room anyways. I am pretty sure that right here... See, I was never in any danger. Huh. Do I need whatever's in there? A key? Yeah, I'll keep it. Does this dungeon have the maze with the platform that you make with the staff, or is that the next? I think that's the next dungeon. Or maybe even Ganon's Tower. I honestly don't remember. What? Oh, that's right. There's a room over here. This is where I needed that key for, but I don't think there's anything. I think it's just like, is it money? Yeah, all right. I'll put that toward my my giant bomb. Damn it! Damn it! Too much fire. Oh yeah, right. Okay, alright. So we gotta get through here. And then there's... Yeah, go up here. I don't remember what that switch has to be set at. Money, money, money. Shit. Okay, it has to be set to red. So far I've got an item in this level that required me to do one thing with it, like the whole time. And I do like it when... I don't like it when it's, oh, you obviously use the item here, kind of thing. But I do like it when, you know, the dungeon... You get an item, and then the dungeon acts as, like, training for interesting and fun ways to use that item. This dungeon doesn't supply any of that. It's just you use it to create one block, and that's it. Like, there could have been rooms where you had to pick up the block and throw it across a gap to land on a button, or rooms where you had to put the block down and then destroy it, and then it, like, when it explodes, it makes 4 lines, and then, you know, you can use it to you know, hit a bunch of switches at once. Stuff like that. Like, training you to use the item is a lot different, I think, than getting the bow and arrow in a dungeon, and then the enemy is a giant eyeball, and you have to hit him in the eyeball with the bow and arrow. Like, that's a little more obvious. Can I ice rod you? Are you weak to the ice rod? Nope. How about arrows? Yeah, there we go. We did it! Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. Then, using the wizard as his pawn, he drew us into the dark world. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't expect for you to get this far. Zelda is waiting for you inside Turtle Rock. I still don't understand why he captured them, used their power, and then didn't just kill them. Because obviously I'm going to collect them all up and then use their power against him, right? Like, that's the whole battle plan here. Like, the smart thing to do is to kill them. Whoops. Came out literally right on the altar. I'm gonna pick up my sword upgrade now. Oh, actually, I think there's a faster warp. I was going up to the castle, but I don't think I have to do that. Yeah, here we go. You've got to be open for business now, don't you, bomb guy? Nice. 100 rupees is a fine price to pay. Okay, so 3 mandatory rupee dumps. Earlier I was saying that the only rupees that you're required to spend are the 500 for the flippers and the 110 to get into the first dungeon in the Dark World, but I miscounted because I forgot about the 100 that you need to get the silver arrows. But that's okay because it doesn't invalidate my point. I love the crack looks like some kind of sassy dancer. Like he's doing the hustle or something. Alright, let's get in there. Won't I throw something in? Yep. Did you drop this? Yes, I did. I will give you something important. These are the silver arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you will definitely need them. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. Nice. Level 4 sword. Not to be confused with 4 sword, the Zelda item from Minish Cap and 4 Sword Adventures, which I finally just recently started playing. So, I've played and beaten all of the Zelda games except for Oracle of Ages, which I was working on and off, and then I don't know, you know, once in a while you lose track of a game and you just sort of stop playing it. I should really pick it up and finish it. But I was also playing... but I also owned 4 Swords Adventures for the GameCube, which I had never really played. I played it once, like, single player, and I didn't like it that much. But I decided, damn it, if I'm gonna call myself a Zelda nerd, and I'm so close to have actually beaten all the games anyways, I may as well go whole hog on this and try to get together a 4-player 4 Swords Adventures game. And it was hard to do, because 4 Swords Adventures was released for the GameCube in 2004-ish, I think. And it was a Zelda game that like, it was aesthetically very similar to Link to the Past, but it had a lot of elements from, like, Wind Waker in it and stuff. And it was a sequel to Minish Cap, in that, you know, you have to fight Vadi, the Wind Sorcerer, and, you know, you go and you collect the 4 sword, and it splits you into 4 people. And it's optionally 1-player, 2-player, 3-player, 4-player co-op. And, you know, you... Not trap myself? Alright. That, in and of itself, would have been fine. I'm sure I could have wrestled together 3 other people who would have liked Zelda enough to play it through with me, because I wanted the full 4-player experience. But the game, to play it multiplayer, requires not only the GameCube and the game, but also 4 Game Boy Advances and 4 Game Boy Advance GameCube link cables. And that was just an amount of hardware that, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends who are as into video games as I have. I had the game and the GameCube and a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Advance GameCube link cable. But I didn't have all of that shit. Because who has all of... Oh, I missed an item. I gotta go back just for a minute. I missed an item. You know, but I had to have 3 friends who had a whole bunch of that shit. I just did... Oh. There's an invisible bridge here. Actually, I should be going... I'm gonna grab all those chests. This is free money! Yeah, like, who has all that hardware? It's a pain in the ass to get people together to play that game. So I just never did. In the last, you know, 12 years, I've had 0 opportunity to play that game the way I wanted to play it. But then what I finally did was a friend of mine and I went out to a bunch of used video game stores and just found the hardware we needed. We put together a bunch of Game Boy Advances, Game Boy Link cables, and all that. And then we wrangled up some friends who were going to play, and we sat down, we pulled the couch real close to the TV, because the damn link cables are only 3 feet long. And we cracked open some beers, and we just played it like it was a party game. And holy shit, it's a lot of fun! I didn't think it was going to be this much fun. I just thought it was going to be like, you know, dragging some people through Hyrule who don't necessarily know all that much about Zelda. And then, you know, suffering through, you know, badly designed levels and all this. It's actually a really fun time. Just the pain in the ass of it all is that, you know, it requires a lot from the player. Like, it requires more from the player than really any game should, as far as hardware is concerned. It's the kind of game that if it came out in today's society, like with everybody's got a smartphone, you know, you can play Jackbox games across the internet on any device. Like, it's the sort of thing that would be easy to do now. In 2004, you had to have all this specialty shit from Nintendo that nobody had, you know. I get a lot of free mana from the next dungeon. But it's a lot of fun. Like, it's cooperative, but it's also a little bit competitive. You and your 3 friends, you all have different colored links. There's a green, red, blue, and purple. Or pink, depending on... I'm convinced that it was a purple link, but the person who was playing it was pretty convinced that she was pink. But you go through these levels, and you have a sword and shield, but you don't have any like items to speak of. And then you'll find like a boomerang, and one person gets to use the boomerang. And then later you'll find a bow, and then that person has the and you have to teamwork together. Like, oh, okay, we need the bow here, so you come over here and shoot that thing so that we can walk across it. You can pick each other up and toss each other, so you know you'll be at a place where, like, somebody will have the boomerang, and you'll go, all right, I have the boomerang, pick me up and throw me across that chasm, and then I'll grab you with the boomerang and pull you across. Like, it's teamwork. But it's also competitive in that, you know, you're competing for these gems that make your sword better, and the person who has the most gets bonus points at the end that is just for bragging rights and has no other impact on the game. It gives it an edge of competitiveness that makes it more fun. Like, it doesn't detract from the value of the game in any way, I don't think. I don't know. I think it's definitely worth playing. If you have the means to play it, play it. But it's hard, like... That happened. It's hard to legitimize going to a used game store and buying... You know, I don't know how much we spent on... We had, I think between me and a buddy of mine, I think between the two of us, we had 3 Game Boy Advances and 2 link cables. So we had to buy a GBA and 2 more link cables, and that ran us probably close to $70. It's rough, man. But it borrows a lot of music from this game and from, you know, like, probably Ocarina, although I haven't gotten super far in it yet. It's probably got a lot of... Damn it. Tell me the door's gonna shut, because I fucking fat-fingered the D-pad. Awesome. I don't know, man. Like, it was really pushing a lot of my nostalgia buttons. Kind of like the way this game does. And the first boss that we fought was Phantom Ganon, but it was the Phantom Ganon from Wind Waker. So, like, you know, black with the big, you know, angry-looking sword. And, you know how you fight Phantom Ganon. He shoots laser beams at you, and then you have to reflect them back at you. But the laser beam he shot was green, and it was hurting all of us until we realized that only the green Link could reflect it. So Green Link would step forward and reflect the laser, but instead of going back to Ganon, it would turn red, and it would shoot off in a different direction. So we realized what we needed to do was we had to take turns hitting it according to the color that it was, so that we could reflect it back at Ganon. Like, that's kind of a cool design for a boss, especially one that, like, you know, you have to cooperate, but you don't have access to a lot of items, and you're likely playing with at least one person who's not super familiar with Zelda. I think it's got a lot going on for it. The problem with it, I mean, obviously, if you're a Zelda purist or whatever, which, I don't know, it's a Zelda game, so... But one of the big issues with it is because it's a multiplayer game that has this sort of linear idea, there's no overworld to explore. You just go to a level and you have to, like, it could be outside, and the whole mission is you have to get to the castle and, you know, defeat the guard in front of the castle door. I don't know what you have to do. Come on, let me... Damn it. Hey, Chain Chomps. Nope, boomerang. There they go. Lunged. Fuck. Doesn't even give a shit. There's hearts downstairs, I'm pretty sure. Fuck. How hard do I have to swing this damn sword? Alright. I wish that this dungeon had like an actual pipe maze. There's really only 2 of these pipes. And I mean, you go into them in order, so it's... That could have been like a really cool sort of maze. Oh, shit. Here's all the health in the world. Look how. How many fairies do I have? I still have 3. Alright, I'm good. Fuck. Alright. Now I'm good to go. And can I ice rod you, gentlemen? Yes. Let's get some mana back. Fuck. Come on. Wow. It's kind of rare. There we go. Well, screw it. Where did Worm Guy go? I'm sure there's... There we go. It's big key time. I'm gonna go outside and get probably the hardest to find piece of heart in this game. Not that it's just hidden cleverly. It's like it's not hidden in a place that advertises that there's supposed to be a heart piece there. I hate these guys. And I feel like I'm almost deliberately getting hit by the fireballs at this point. Like it... Is this the way out? Yes. Alright. By far the least obvious piece of heart. And then they even guard the damn thing. All done. I get the heart from the end of this level, and I am max hearts. Got the mirror shield. First introduction of the mirror shield, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain that this is the first time we see the mirror shield. It's also the first time that we see heart pieces, I think. I'm pretty sure in Zelda 1 you could get heart containers, but they were full heart... Like, you could go out and... Like, if you blew up the right wall, or dug in the... Well, digging. Played the flute in the right spot, or whatever, you could, like, find secrets that gave you just straight up... heart containers. But heart pieces, I think, were new in this game. Whoops! Looks like I'm taking damage. Here's the maze I was talking about earlier. Now this is actually... This could have been a cool puzzle in the previous dungeon. Because it requires... Like, it teaches you about using... Well... The first room in this dungeon actually taught you about using the platforms. But I don't understand why this puzzle wasn't in the previous dungeon. Go. I can block the lasers with my mirror shield. Damn it. That's just a way out. I think it makes it so that if you die, you respawn at the entrance of the dungeon, but that's the most recent entrance you would have gone through. I think that's the only reason that that's there. Boomerang. Kill you bastards. Nope. Pretty sure I'm at the end of the dungeon, aren't I? Yep, definitely. Damn. Level 4 sword really kicks some ass. I'm a little disappointed that, again, this is another level that I got the mirror shield. Didn't really need to use the mirror shield for anything in the boss fight. Like in Ocarina, you get the mirror shield and then you have to actually use it in the boss fight, like, a lot. And again, I'm not complaining that... My complaint about using the item that you find in the dungeon to beat the boss is that a lot of the time it's obvious, like, the usage of the item is obvious. Like, they'll put a big glowing eyeball on something where you get the, Here I am totally ignoring Princess Zelda. The use of the item shouldn't be I don't really know what my complaint is. I just don't like the giant eyeball that's like, you just got the arrows, shoot him in the eye with the arrows. Like, getting the mirror shield and then having, like, lasers shooting at you that you can, like, block with the mirror shield could have been cool. Alright. Let's go beat some Ganon ass. It's been about a half hour. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick, really quick, just for the YouTubes, real fast.